So I made the vlog for this week and it was pretty short. It was like 5 minutes because I didn't do much this week. I didn't really go out to any places because I have university stuff and it's like a lot. And in the vlog that I made for this week, I decided to play a few covers, but not all by myself, but I just turned on the song on my laptop. And then as the song played, I played along on the guitar. But YouTube banned the video for some reason. I don't know why. It's just that I obviously didn't include the song when I was editing. Like I didn't put the file with the song in the video. But it was just like on another device. It's pretty much the same as if when you hear a background music in a mall or on the street or something like that. They don't ban that, but this one they banned for some reason. But whatever, doesn't matter. And because of that, I didn't feel like doing, like correcting it and editing it and stuff like that. But I just decided to make this vlog a bit more personal. The reason for that is that I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with my life. For those of you who've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I'm really passionate about music and about art in general, like films and books and stuff like that. Those are the things that I genuinely care about. And ideally, I would like to be in a position in my life where I make a living out of those things, basically by doing all of those things that I feel very passionate about. And first I want to start from music because that's like the top one thing that's always been there ever since I was a kid. And I'm writing songs, I'm trying to get better at singing and playing guitar. And I always wanted to be that creative person ever since I was a kid. But once, it was like years ago, when I was about 13, 12, 14, something like that. I think I even remember the exact moment when it happened. When all of my family members, well, most of them, were gathered in one room and we were just talking and stuff like that. And that's when I sort of decided to tell them that that's what I want to do with my life. And nobody supported me. And since then, for a few years afterwards, I sort of like didn't think about those things. I wouldn't say that I completely gave up on them. Like I always had these thoughts in the back of my head, but I sort of tried to put myself to have the mindset for things that they would want me to do, like that they want to be, like ideally they would like me to be like a business guy in a suit and in a big office and like earn lots of money and stuff like that. So that's what I sort of tried to make myself think of more and think of ways that I could achieve that. But when I finished high school, and obviously that's an important time when you decide what you're going to study further in the university, if you go to university, obviously, because, well, it's a university, you get a degree, you use the degree that you get from the university to get a job afterwards. So I started to think of what I wanted to do, and I ended up choosing tourism because I thought that that would be a good backup plan in case if I don't succeed in my like creative career, if I'll ever have one. And that way I will have a good degree in a good industry that's always there, that's always big, there are a lot of opportunities and stuff like that. But I think already then, I already decided to myself that no matter what any of my relatives say or anything, I'm still gonna try to go for what I genuinely love and what I genuinely believe in and what genuinely brings me happiness and joy. And that feeling when you realize that what you do is just like it's so big for you, it's so amazing, and like you just feel right. You feel that what you do is right. So I went to university, now I'm in my final year, I'm about to graduate this summer, and the question of what to do next obviously hangs in there somewhere. And I've been thinking about it a lot yesterday, particularly. Where do I want it to go from here? And today I've just finished watching a movie called Wish You Were Here. I haven't watched Scrubs, but one of the main actors in Scrubs, I think his name is JD, the character's name, and the actor's name is Zach Braff. He was the director and he starred in it, which I was here. And one of the main things that the movie talks about is actually like finding your place in life. And especially after yesterday, after thinking the whole day pretty much about all these things and how complicated all of this is, I just like really could relate to that, and I really enjoyed the movie. And when I think about it now, I basically have these two like general big options. First, as cliche as it sounds, follow my dreams. Second, do something that I don't really want to do, which is like following my family's footpaths and doing all that businessy thing and stuff like that, but with a potential chance of having a better and more secure future financially. And at the same time doing something that all of my family feels good about. Because for them, genuinely, like music and any kind of creative art or anything like that, it's like, it's nothing, it's not serious. I think a lot of you would know this, a lot of your parents might think so. So I sort of find myself like squeezed between these two things and I'm not sure what to do. And a couple of weeks ago when I was talking to my mom, that was the first time that I actually told her again that that's what I want to do with my life. And I sort of asked her if it was important for her, for me to like be rich and be like a big businessman or anything. And she said no. So she's pretty much the only person from my family that knows about what I want to do and sort of supports me, finally. Even though she said that she doesn't really still understand why I want to choose this as something to do with my life after university, but whatever. And I think when I'm gonna go back home this summer, this time there will probably be a moment where I'm gonna have to say that, because I'm done with university, and to be honest, I'm really tired of pretending to be wanting something that I don't actually want just to please them. I obviously don't know if I'm gonna succeed. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how all of this is gonna go. So after thinking about this a lot, I thought that I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna definitely try, at least, to do what I want to do with my life, to do what I feel passionate about and what I really love. If it doesn't work, I'll try again, and if that doesn't work, I'll try again. And I think if there will be a certain point in my life where I come to realize that I just worked my ass off, I did so many things, I really, really tried to do this and to be successful in it, and I failed, and that I think will be the time where I will have to think about something else to do. And at least at that time I will be sure and I will know that at least I tried. Like, I did my best. I try to follow my dreams, I try to become successful, but unfortunately I guess that's not the way for me. Which is still good life experience. Like, I always said that any life experience is a good experience. Or who knows, maybe in like 5 or 10 years time, I'll be watching this video before going out on stage and performing in front of like thousands of people. I feel like a lot of people end up doing something that they don't really like or they don't really want to do with their life. Because a lot of the times they would ask themselves something like, what do I want to do with my life? Instead of asking themselves, what do I like to do with my life? Wow, that was deep. I think I'm gonna write that in my autobiography when I get 60 or something. And it's also scary because, you know, a lot of the times when you're on the internet and you read these articles and news about people who, like, that they were really passionate about something and they tried to, and they were really, like, in a bad situation in their life, and they tried to do something about it, and then they failed, and then they failed again, and then they failed again, and then at some point something happened, they did something, and a series of events led them to becoming successful. And I just think to myself, it is really good, it is actually really inspirational. Like, I'm not saying anything, but in the back of my head I still think, well, it doesn't happen to everyone, right? A lot of people end up working, or just in general doing something that they don't really care about, just to make a living, because otherwise they would not make a living, they would not have any money. And that's really unfortunate and really sad, because I think that if more people got to do what they genuinely love, the world would definitely be a better place. So I guess I just try to work it out as I go along, like what to do exactly and how to sort of get to a place in my life where I feel happy with what I'm doing. So I'm sorry for this, for being not about London at all. Well, partially it is, because I live here. But if you have any thoughts or any comments about what I've just said, please write them down in comments, because I'm genuinely interested. And if you like and subscribe, that would be even better. And I'll see you next week. Bye.